Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on the video. This is just a little update if you have watched my other videos, basically talking about a narcopath who has been stalking me for the past over 16 years. I want to remind people that this has been 16 years of this person trying to terrorize me, destroying relationships, money, jobs, recruiting people, having people gang stalk me, has probably put me on some list to be gang stalked. This is a master manipulator. I don't think anybody's hearing me, and this has been a problem for the past 16 years. Some people enjoy it. It makes a good story for some. It makes entertainment for another. People continuously being redirected. This person constantly changing the narratives, constantly wanting to win something that I am not playing along with. I just want to be left alone. The narcissist has hacked into my channel and he's ghostwriting for me, trying to give me indirect messages, moving things around, just trying to make it difficult for me. This would be my third attempt at trying to run a channel, but then if it doesn't work, he says that I'm just a deadbeat. Also, I want to make it clear that I am who I say I am. I don't have to prove that to anyone. The narcissist has to consistently prove something to people, consistently win something, competing. No one's competing with him. No one's doing a thing to him. Defending yourself and seeking justice so this person stops stalking, harassing, threatening people. He's forcing his way in. So defending yourself and seeking justice, it's not where people are now harassing him or doing things to him. He's creating many stories online to disillusion people. This is to reroute other people from gaining their life back as normal. I don't change how I move. I don't allow this to change who I am or stop me. I've ran circles around the narcissist as he's been trying to stop things for me or delay things for me for years. Okay, it could be a female friend and he'll turn that female against me. It could be a family member, co-workers, friends, just anyone or any. This person basically wants me sitting naked in a corner and not move, afraid to leave my home, afraid to talk to anyone, find suspicion in everyone. For anyone listening, if you're going through something that is similar to this, and no one is either believing in you enough, helping you, providing you with information, don't give up hope. Because these narcopaths are basically, they're demented, sick demons who are out to stop you from just living your life as normal, as a chosen one. Or even if you don't fall into that category of being a chosen one, a narcissist will choose people who has resource meaning in your light, your gifts, your talents, everything about you. The narcissist hates but pretends it's something else to different people. If you give up hope, you're giving up on God. This person wants you to denounce God and sell your soul to the devil, and he's consistently trying to do this. I am not lying to people. I am not manipulating anyone. I am not trying to copy the narcissist. The narcissist is copying me. For the narcissist to break into my YouTube, what he's doing is he's dissecting and listening to every word. And this may be hard to believe, but the narcissist is pleasing himself to my voice. And he's trying to trick people by saying, why don't I show my face? People who know me know what I look like. I'm not anxious to show my face for those who do. There's no judgment here. I basically don't do it because I do what I want to do in my own time. I march to the beat of my own drum, and I do things in my own timing. Um, but he wants me to show my face. So this is a backwards manipulative way for him to get me to show my physical self so he can please himself to that. So he can find something to pick on, something to talk about. He's going into my channel and he's listening to every word carefully. And what he's doing is he's dissecting it and taking portions that he wants to debunk or reverse because he's embarrassed. Narcissists do not have a soul. They don't have empathy, but they worry about how they look, but they'll say that's who you are. You are naturally who you are. A narcissist is an imposter. He's a scammer. He is like the Nigerian type of love scammers that's been growing in different countries, where he contacts people, tries to create a relationship, but it's really to get to your money or any resources you have. I repeat, this is a scammer. This is a copycat scammer, catfisher. I do not know this person well. The fact that I said no to him and I put a stop to what he was attempting to do is caused a huge wound that doesn't heal. This person that I'm dealing with is he's highly deceptive. Every turn is a deception. Now, what's going to happen is that he's trying to fear-base people so nobody helps me with information, because so many people have gotten involved to the point where they want to save their own ass. So everybody walks away with the lies. Everybody walks away with the manipulation, with helping this person who pretending to be a victim of me. I have not done anything to this person. But at the end of the day, I'm stuck with him stalking me over and over again. And though I keep my composure, this person wants to see me unalive myself. He wants to see me cry on the floor with nothing. Okay, so what he's doing is trying to keep me and my twin flame apart so the twin flame doesn't give me any information. And he's also has either employed or manipulated other people to possibly keep the twin flame and I from connecting anyway. There's several reasons why he targets certain people. Now he could be fear-basing, stalking other people as well. And he's trying to do damage control, because in fact, this isn't just about this extreme chronic obsession. I don't think I can even find another word for it. It's more so he's trying to hide all the crimes that he has committed under that obsession. Okay, this is a person with a godlike complex. Okay. And I want people to know that this person does not have control over me, which is why he's continuously attempting to gain control, because he can't get it. You cannot reach 5D from the low vibrational state he's in. Now, what he's also doing is he's using my text as a weapon. If I text the twin flame and I'm expressing my feelings, I'm trying to help the twin flame stay focused, because what if he's working with the narcissist, that's a different story. Okay, but at the same time, I'm trying to either encourage the twin flame to stay focused, that if we are going to ride out this journey, this belongs to us and no one else. And the narcissist is trying to control that, and then he's actually using other people to help him with that. So at the end of the day, I feel like the twin flame may be afraid to talk to me, either from embarrassment or his involvement, and he has to save himself. I don't know what's going on with that, because I don't get enough communication. I'm just merely conveying to people what is happening with this update and this narcissist that is consistently stalking me. The narcissist is also employing other males that look like him to make threatening, indirect threatening type of videos. And what he's doing is he's using keywords or telling that person to use keywords. So these videos show up in the sector of YouTube where I am. So if I happen to search or in my suggestion, these videos will pop up. Let's say, for example, I'm a card reader and I'm in the sector of card readers. So what he'll do is he'll contact card readers and then try to turn the tables into something I said, or he wants people to say, or to explain the narratives his way. Now, I don't have control of that, and honestly, it doesn't bother me. What is bothersome is this person is trying to dismantle any progression or anything positive or anyone speaking towards what should be done, which is the twin flame and I connecting, sharing information and seeking justice, because he may be stalking the both of us now. I'm not sure. So what he's slowly trying to do is make sure that people are manifesting a different outcome, or to help people believe things are a certain way that it isn't. I'm not sure how else to explain that, but he's very calculated, very deceiving. He'll add things to the story that are not so. The narcissist is saying that I copy him, that I should give him credit for who I am, or he taught me how to dress. He taught me my talents. And this is what narcissists do. They think they're God and they're the ones who made you. They taught you everything. Without them, you would be nothing. And it's the other way around, because narcissists need a target, a source, in order to survive. If they don't have something to feed off of, these are energy vampires. And he's been trying to siphon, harvest, destiny swap everything in my life. And he does this with other people as well. If people do not comply, if people start thinking for themselves, this is a person with a very tunnel vision mindset. Okay, this person belongs in a mental hospital. I do not want to be with this person. I was never good friends with this person. He was never my ex. He is not my soulmate. This person needs to be locked up. I don't know if anyone can see through this. And it's only people who have been through narcissistic abuse will understand what I'm saying. These type of people they're gone. This narcopath, this sociopath, okay, this scam artist, he's far gone, okay, because he's telling people he's going to keep bothering me. He's making videos to profess his love. And what he's doing is destiny swapping with the twin flame. Because if the twin flame is saying positive things, the narcissist wants to hide the twin flame and come forward before him and make these videos professing this fake love. But within these videos, there are death threats saying if I betray him on purpose, that I will pay for it. So in other words, if I live my life as normal, if I connect with the twin flame, which we are not trying to create a commitment, but if we did, that would be our business. So what he's doing is he's smearing the twin flame more than what it is. Okay. Now, the twin flame's business is none of my business. Okay. This would pan out fine if the narcissist wasn't in the way and employing other people to get in the way, to destiny swap, to come in between, to create chaos, illusions, and it's become too much. Now, people are being told that the narcissist has been trying to guide me properly through life, that the narcissist is trying to show me what life's about. And he's the one who's trying to guide me in the right path and I'm not listening to him, when he is the one who manipulated the twin flame in the beginning. He is the one who convinced the twin flame that I was such a bad person and tried to turn him towards someone else or someone else towards him. I'm not sure. Now the twin flame has awakened from that spell. The narcissist will place spells everywhere. He has this ability to mind control, a master manipulator. Now, people think that I am taking the twin flame side. No, this is simply a twin flame journey that would happen as normal if a lot of people weren't in the way. Okay, if there would have been something within the separation that twin flames needed to learn, then that is what's happening naturally. But what you have is a lot of demons who are trying to stop a divine connection. It is up to us alone, us two, to figure that out. But the narcissist wants to employ society like he's done to target me in order to divide the twin flame and I. Now, a lot of people are just imagining that twin flames want to come together and be intimate. That's not the case. This is a 5D soul level connection that needs understanding within our journey. And the narcissist is trying to steal that journey and destiny swap again. Now, what he's doing is monitoring my text and using my text as a weapon in order to make people think that I'm telling the twin flame off and look, see, I told you, she's realizing that he's all wrong for her. No, that's not the case. I'm expressing myself to the twin flame because he is afraid to either come forward, embarrassed, or maybe afraid of his own accountability for something he may have done or whatever it is. But I don't lead with the spirit of fear, and I've been trying to encourage him to do the same. That's really up to him. You have free will. It is not up to the narcissist to control everyone's life, every minute thing that is happening with me. This person wants to maneuver, to handle, to control it as though I am not my own self, like I'm not my own human being to navigate life on my own. Okay, it's quite annoying. I want this motherfucker to leave me alone. I have no interest. I've been saying no for the past 16 years, and he's not taking no for an answer and forcing other people to make me see the narratives his way, and slowly is trying to change the outcome, and that's not going to happen. I'm very well aware from all angles, all people involved, all people recruited and manipulated, where the narratives are constantly changed because he wants things to go his way. He is trying to force me to submit. And this is the kind of Dusty that will do that. They want women to submit to them. They want to be women. They are skin suit narcopaths who want to be you. If they can climb into your skin, walk and talk as you, that's what they will do. So since they can't do that, they have to control you. They have to stay in your energy. This is a mentally ill person. And for those people who do not like me telling my truth, please click off now. So I'm not a little girl. Okay, this is not my father. This is not my husband. We were never married. We were never intimate. We're not exes. He is not my soulmate. He is not my God. He's absolutely nothing to me. And what he's doing is he's conning other people to make them believe that there is a connection, that there is unfinished business. There isn't anything that needs to be finished with this fucking maniac. This is also someone who is telling people that I'm not spiritual, that I'm suddenly spiritual. What if you understand the language of a narcissist? They speak backwards. What he's saying is that suddenly he's spiritual. He did not believe in spirituality. He believed in religion. I am who I say I am, and he is not going to take that from me. He's been trying to keep me small, trying to make me invisible while making himself visible. This is a person who wants to speak for me, feel for me. I have not revenged him. I have not recruited anyone against him. I do not want anything he has. It is none of my concern if he is going back to school. I am not criticizing that. I do know he's lying, because what he's doing is he's looking at my videos, and when I say something that he doesn't like, he wants to go back out of embarrassment and make people believe something else. I am not saying that this person cannot achieve anything. It is none of my business. He wants me to care. He's trying to impress me, and he's trying to impress you. He can do that on his own time. I don't need to be concerned with that. I am not trying to stop him from anything. He is trying to stop every single fucking move I make. So what he's doing is he's dissecting my videos, finding things that he's bothered by. And then he's going back and telling people, oh, she's just jealous of the way I talk. The reason he's saying that, just to give you an example, is I said that I explain things in layman's terms. Everyone who knows a narcissist knows. Everyone that's been in the direct line of fire knows. The narcissist wants to be like your father. He wants to be your pastor, your psychologist, your mentor, your teacher, and you must come to him before you make the next move in your life. He wants to be more intelligent than everyone. It's great. If you're intelligent, then why the fuck do you have to gang stalk people? You would take that intelligence and grow your empire and leave people the fuck alone. Okay? So that facade, he's a great actor. That facade of being above everyone is the godlike complex. I am not jealous of the way this person speaks, what he has, what he's doing is none of my business. I already know that this is a love scammer. This is a catfisher. This is a very deceiving person who is sitting in a small apartment just controlling lives. He says he works for IT. And if you work for IT, that does not make you a god or the right to hack people's devices, surveillance people, have other people do the same. Okay, I don't care if thousands of people are involved that you have manipulated into targeting me. I don't give a fuck. I am not giving in to you. I will not be afraid, and I will not stop being the chosen one that I am. I am here. I have arrived to myself, and you, demon, have to accept that, whether you like it or not. This is a person who has been pocket watching me. This is a person who says that I don't watch my money. You know why he's saying that? Because he's constantly checking into what I make every last cent, telling me how to spend my money, how to run my business. Stop shopping. Stop treating yourself. Don't do this. Dress this way. What are you doing here? What are you doing there? Why are you talking to that person? Why are you eating that? Why are you drinking that? Listen, I don't think people understand what I'm dealing with. I do not give a fuck who believes in him, who's helping him fuel his delusions. That's none of my business. I need this person out of my life. He can stay in that game and that delusion with the rest of the world if he wants to. He will leave me alone. He will leave me alone. Again, I have ran circles around this person with all the blocks that he has tried to put into place. I have broken through those barriers. I have blown through walls he has tried to create, be it family, friends, neighborhood, jobs, community. I don't care. I know how to navigate around these demons. He's flipping the script and trying to make it seem as though I don't want to see him elevate. He's been trying to be a music producer since he was 15 years old. He has claimed to be a police officer. He has claimed to be military. He has claimed to have 2 degrees in psychology, pulling women in who actually need real help. I think I mentioned that before. His life is none of my concern, and he's trying to force me to look at him, to care, while taking over my life, and he hasn't been able to do it. It's getting just a little annoying. It's been a little annoying a long time ago, okay? What he wants me to do is to go off. He wants me to look crazy. And in fact, he's telling people to say that I'm crazy. All those people recruited, whether they're manipulated or paid, to keep silent, which I don't understand how people would allow this. Would they want it done to them? Would they want somebody trying to siphon from them? Mess with their family, friends, co-workers, community, their money? If it happened to you, would you like it? But people don't put themselves into your shoes. But then when they find themselves in those shoes, they understand it well. For over 16 years, I have tried to ignore this person as best as I can, navigate around it. Okay, this is a person who said you're screaming for help and no one can hear you. And this is proof. Because he's consistently turning the tables, constantly trying to take my stance. If I am complaining about something, he'll complain about the same thing and reverse the roles every single time. So it appears like I'm bothering him. This person has not been a guiding light in my life. If anything, I have helped heal people properly. This is a person who sees it as just politics. So trying to have someone unalive me, doing spells, constantly stalking, harassing, trying to stop your money, trying to stop love, trying to stop friendships, absolutely everything he wants control of. And that's not an exaggeration. That's not politics. So I want you to hear that again. The narcissist sees stalking someone as politics because it's a business. It's a contract. Every relationship is a contract. They are setting you up for something, to gain something, to have control of something. I am the target he is using to gain things. Another thing, if you are defending yourself or you're seeking justice, the minute you start collaborating with other people or someone's trying to help you, or if you're doing it on your own, the narcissist makes it appear like you are now doing something to him. You are now attacking him. You are now trying to find out information because we have been the problem the whole time. Seeking justice or defending yourself is not an attack. When people are talking, it is none of his business, be it text, email, or whatever. I am trying to get help. And what he's doing is making it appear when 2 other people are talking, if he's using any type of proof to show other people, is to make it appear like he is now under an attack. And that's been the case the whole time. Again, this is a deceiver. These are people who, in a short period of time, who are trying to do something to get justice, to get this person off of our back. This is not an attack. This is how he cleverly tries to silence your voice. This has been going on for 16 years. Every time I try to get headway, he wants to prove that I'm shit, I'm nobody, I'm never going to get anywhere, so I might as well give in. So if the whole world is against me, the only person that he thinks you can turn to is him for relief. That's not going to fucking happen. I'd rather die than to give in to this person. So that's what he's attempting to do, to leave you hopeless, isolated, right under everyone's nose. A narcissist hides right under everyone's view. Excuse me. Okay, so at the end of the day, This person should know that you can continue doing what you're doing, and I'm going to continue running circles around you. Now, I want to show people how this narcopath, how he hides in plain sight, okay? I'll give you an idea here. This is the person who has been stalking and harassing me and my people for the past 16 years, pocket watching, trying to control me. Okay, this is a mentally ill person. Okay, he took his liberty to use my face and my name, okay, on the dark web and creating many profiles with my name, catfishing people, probably making money off of people. Okay, he didn't have a problem using my face, my real name, and doing all sorts of things online. Okay, now I want you to see how he hides in plain sight. These are threats in plain sight, and he calls this a dance idea. Now watch how he points his elbow trying to give a message. You see that move? My husband plays the guitar. There is no soul there. None whatsoever. He's a shapeshifter. Lives two lives. That's Jekyll, that's Hyde. Okay, let's get back to the video. Pay attention to the details. Hiding in plain sight. He's always talking about someone named Gracie. Gracie was on the tombstone as well. This is a person who does gravestone magic. The music added was not me. That's what he put on there. Now, to me, that's to say I'm watching your phone. Look at the hospital gown while holding the guitar, and he had a widow's scarf in his hand. This is not me making this up. I'm not crazy. See how he points? That is for the next segment. You see the danger sign on the door? That was done purposely, danger. Now this is supposed to represent prison bars. Now you see how he zoomed into the vehicle in the background? It's a Chevy. Does everyone remember OJ and the Chevy? The chase on the road? Now, had this narcopath left me alone 16 years ago, we would not be here today. The narcissist doesn't like it when the tables are turned on him. And let me remind people that I haven't done anything to this person but say no 16 years ago. I repeat, I am not doing anything to this person at all, other than living my life as normal. And that bothers this person, that he is not your feet walking for you, talking for you, eating for you, dressing for you, navigating, choosing where you work, who you talk to, who you can love, who can love you, even with family. If he can convince the bird in that tree right there not to talk to me, he would do that. Now, he will say that it's me jealous of him and that I'm trying to interrupt his progress. For 16 years, I don't give a fuck what this person's doing. He wants you to care. He wants you to worship him, praise him, compliment him. It's exhausting. They're trying to siphon your energy, become you. The world should revolve around them. Now, again, because the law, the system, everything only applies to the narcissist. You have no rights, especially if you're a woman. You have no rights. So he'll say that that was defamation of character when he has been defaming my true character for years. I am who I say I am, and I'm tired of all the people around me. They either fear my light, try to shut it down, make it small, make it disappear, even people having meetings to unalive me. Does anyone see the problem here? Again, I am a chosen one. And for those of you who don't like that idea, kiss my ass. And the way I'm speaking now does not mean that I am not a chosen one. This is where people bring you. This is what people want to hear. You're not going to get this loud song and dance and me upset and ripping my hair out. You're getting a response. You're not getting a reaction. There's a difference. People need to get a life. Focus on your own world. We all have worth. We all have a purpose. We all have beauty in and out. Self-reflect. Get to that place on your own. Stop trying to take from other people. If people have been forwarded something that I say in the privacy of my home or around my phone, and the narcissist made it appear like I was already against you, no. Most likely you already did something to me. And so anything that he's using with reactive abuse, for those who do not know what reactive abuse is, narcissistic people, they'll poke at you and poke at you as themselves or someone else in your life. When you react and you say something, especially if you mention a name, he will record that and forward it to that person who he just got finished giving them a script to gaslight you by using another manipulation. So people gaslight you, they hurt you, they do things to you, and when you complain, he records you, takes it back to that person. Then that person completely forgets what they just did and they're upset with you. So now they want to hurt you more because you were defending yourself, complaining about what they did in the first place. So the narcissist gets you to react by pitting people cleverly against each other. It's very calculated. Before you know it, you have groups of people coming together thinking that you think you know it all. You think you're better, but yet you're the one fucking with me in the first place. On top of that, when you're a chosen one, people try to humble you, constantly wanting you to turn down your frequency, turn down all that greatness. And yet I'm not doing anything extra. I'm being myself. Take it or leave it. The narcissist tells people that I'm materialistic, yet I'm always giving because I'm not giving to him is the problem. I'm not materialistic. I've worked my way up from nothing. So if it appears to people, especially a Dusty who's broke and scans people for money, everyone else looks like they got something going on. You could be working at a what you consider a mediocre job and live in a cardboard box, and that's too much for the narcissist. In fact, he's that type who will turn over a person in a wheelchair and then blame it on somebody else. These narcissists are extremely jealous people. They're jealous of everyone. Your joy, your smile, your teamwork with people, love. He wants to control who loves who. He has broken up people in the past, and they may not have noticed how it was done. A couple will believe that it's those two having problems, is the narcissist creating it. Every relationship with a narcissist is a transactional situation. Even those he contacts, it is an unspoken contract. He will use keywords, use the power of suggestion, and most things are suggestive. You're speaking real and he's speaking suggestive so that people can repeat things, make you feel a certain way, change the narratives. Because if you're winning at anything and you're not trying to win, you receiving recognition, a compliment, one flower, just somebody smiling at you is a problem to this mentally ill person. We all deserve recognition. We all deserve the sun to shine on us. There's enough sun for everyone to shine. I don't take any shine from anyone. For you to show up for your own life, this means to the narcissist you're outshining them. What does that tell you? This is a very insecure person, a man-child. Absolutely nothing that is going on in my life is this motherfucker's business. Nothing. He has told people I have a poor relationship with my daughter. We're the best of friends. We get along great. Of course, you're going to advise your children, and sometimes your voice may be raised or whatever it is. Everybody has their own culture on how they navigate with their families or children. Within 365 days of the year, he points out 1, 2, 3 disagreements you've had throughout that year, and then makes it seem like the longevity of your relationship has been that way. No, I raised a fine daughter. He's jealous of the fact that she has a master's degree, that I've broken generational curses, and then tries to tell your family you're competing with them, and you're not. You're just living your life. I live far from them. I haven't spoken to anyone in my family in over 15 years. Anyone online may not be my family. They may be scripted paid people. And maybe 1 or 2 family members that he has kept under his thumb. Creating competition everywhere I go. I do not compete. I move as myself because I enjoy the inner self as I'm moving. I'm not paying attention to other people. If I admire someone, I work at it silently and I do not copy them. I do it in my own way, if anything. That's rare. I like to challenge my originality to myself with not out needing anyone's attention, validation, or to watch me. The narcissist needs this all the time. This is a person who is telling people that I'm trying to recruit someone, to help me get at him. No, I'm speaking to people who may have information so I can get a restraint order. That is not attacking him. And furthermore, if I text someone and I throw a slight insult about the narcissist, he's using that in order to make it seem like I've always been doing that. After 16 years of being called names, surveillance, people saying strange, nasty things to me out of nowhere, scratching my car, breaking into things, trying to break my heart, trying to make me jealous. That's not even 1%. That's not even half of it. But yet the minute that I call this person an asshole or something else in a text, he's highly bothered by it. Because pain and struggle is for everyone else and not the narcissist. This person is mentally ill and tunnel vision, and you don't notice it because he speaks well. I am not jealous of the way this person speaks. I am not jealous of anything in his life. I have not tried to touch anything. I'm not interested. On my daughter's life, I have not done anything to this person. What do I have to be jealous of? And talk to any chosen one and they will tell you, we do not experience jealousy like other people. People are constantly trying to humble us and make us jealous, and it doesn't work because we know our worth. You can have a little bit of a heartbreak and be disappointed, but jealousy just doesn't hit chosen ones the way it does regular people, because we understand human nature. Because we've learned our worth through struggle. I was abused as a child. This narcissist wants me to live the next half of my life with constant threats and constant abuse. And no, I don't attach to it. I don't let it in. I'm speaking now because it needs to be said. Again, understanding people, understanding the mind, understanding narcissism, understanding demons, understanding duality allows me to navigate unscathed. And I don't think this motherfucker has gotten a whiff to that yet. But he keeps trying. This is why he gets other people to try to infect me. Because he can't. And it's not that I don't care. It's not that I don't love. I'm just tired of going through negativity. I plan to enjoy my life, and those who want to join me and rise and elevate with that, great. If it's genuine, great. Otherwise, I have enough friends. I have enough family. These people want me to think I'm crazy, that I'm reaching too much, that I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. Since I was a child, I've seen it. I'm sure others know what I'm talking about. In the past 16 years, I've seen it all. I've just navigated around it knowing that demons are going to attack high frequency people. It's a given. You have your lovers and you have your haters. You choose. I do not choose the narcissist. The narcissist isn't choosing me. He is choosing what he wants to take from me. Not me, who I am from the inside. He will tell you different and convince you of all sorts of things, all sorts of excuses, a lot of narratives being changed, a lot of excuses, things from childhood, constantly talking about childhood. I went to school with this person. He barely went to class. I rarely saw him. He was always with my no-blood stepsister, who he was making out with wherever in the school, never attended class. This person basically used our childhood connection to try and catfish me. The whole time he was seeking information. Let me give you an example of what that information looks like. Let's say, for example, you're having regular conversations and you're innocently, you don't have any bad intentions. So you're just talking, lighthearted. The whole time the narcissist has an agenda. He has a bad intention. So in one conversation one week, he will ask you, hey, where did your, I remember your mom, what was her last name again? Or, the next conversation, so where did you get married? I know you married at such and such age. Where did you guys get married? The following week, oh, I just love animals, though the narcissist hates animals because he says they're a liability and they make a mess. He asked me, what was my, favorite pet's name? He knows I like pets and he pretends to like them too. This is how they get in your head. So you tell him, oh yeah, I remember my cat. Her name was Silver. The following week, he'll talk about the weather nonchalant, and then he'll throw a little question in there. Unbeknownst to you, he'll ask you, oh yeah, I know we grew up in the same neighborhood. What was the name of that street you grew up on? And you tell him. Now, all these questions, if you really think about it, what he just gathered was information to hack things in your computer. The secret questions. Your mom's maiden name. Your favorite pet's name. What street did you grow up on? And he separates these conversations, but he's writing it down. And he does this with everyone. Everything is a transaction. Everything is just politics. He's gathering information the whole time because everything has an agenda behind it, and I'm not exaggerating. If he's telling you a certain narrative, there is an agenda behind that while you're speaking your truth. Now, it may be hard to tell who's telling the truth. This is my truth. I know what I'm talking about here. I've gathered up enough evidence that may not be enough. But at the end of the day, the paper trail, the online trail, if someone investigates further, they'll find a lot of shit if he hasn't burned it or got rid of it. This is a person who thinks he can keep getting away with things. I'm not the one. I'm here to break my silence. I could care less what happens next. If you call this defamation of character, take me to court so I can present what I have. If that's the only way that we have to do this. If that's the only way I'm going to seek help and relief. And even with that afterwards, this person will want to still bother me. This is why he tries to cock block you. This is why he tries to block you from everything. While he lives his life as normal, hiring prostitutes, catfishing people, jerking off to your voice. Now he wants to see my face on video because he's so confident. He just wants what he wants. This is a person who passed around a video he obtained of me with co-worker males. And you have these males looking at you funny. What kind of wife would that make to this mentally ill person? Where everything he has, he wants to gloat about it and boast. Oh, look at my wife's boobs, sharing it with other men. What woman would trust that? A man is supposed to be protecting the woman. And this is not for all men. There are good men out there, and there are evil men like this. Okay? Something is not right with some men. Sure, men will say, well, women too. I'm a female, so I don't think I need anyone's permission to speak from a female's perspective. If you want to make a video on the male perspective, by all means do so. I'm sure the narcissist has a lot up his sleeve. I could care less. I'm going to continue speaking my truth. And the next thing that happens, I will report it again and I will expose it again. Now, with everything that narcissistic people are hearing on this video, especially this main narcopath, I'm sure there'll be a rebuttal to this, some kind of punishment. I'm here for it. All this online covert shit, phone calls, texts with people, emails, hiding shit. Nobody ever approaches the chosen one to their face. In fact, it's like an annoying fly after a while. It's getting fucking old. Again, the narcissist would not be a problem if it wasn't for the enablers. This is a person who consistently has to recruit people to save him from himself, from his own doing. Unbeknownst to those people who are triangulated in, they're basically saving him while he's abusing right under your nose in plain sight. And those with eyes to see and ears to hear can see it. So you have to give a little bit of grace to those people who don't know better and they're stuck in that 3D where their eyes are open, they're walking blind. The narcissist had no idea that I'm paying attention. And in a way, he knows that I am when he's forcing something that you cannot see. Because the idea is to make you struggle, to suffer from within, to unalive yourself, to not feel alive. All the bullshit about a group of people having a meeting to talk about me. You don't have anything else to talk about? When a chosen one disappears, this is when everybody takes notice. You're nobody, you're shit when you're in someone's life, especially a group of people. And most of these people I do not have relationships with. No deep friendships with. They do not know me well. I do not know them well. All I know is what they're doing. Where is it all coming from? When you're talking to people who are affiliated with the narcissist, when you're talking to them, you're talking to the narcissist. Because he colonizes people's minds. He's a master at mind control. And if you don't stay focused and keep it together, he'll have you doing some really crappy shit to other people. And none of that is any of my business. But what is my business is my own quality of life. I could care less who believes, whether I'm spiritual or not. If you're spiritual, that's a connection between you and source. Who gives a fuck what anybody thinks? You are living with life from within, connected to a higher power, not people. So the narcissist can debunk me all he wants. What he's trying to do is destiny swap again. He wants people to view him the way people naturally view me. I'm not seeking that attention and validation consistently and chronically like the narcissist is. When it's quiet, when it's silent, when there's serenity, the narcissist hates it. He has to come in and stir up the pot, destroy lives. At your expense, using me as the main key to get into your life. I'm the excuse to call you, to recruit you. I'm the excuse for him to make you secondary supply. Now, I mean no harm in this to anyone else who doesn't understand narcissism, doesn't understand spirituality. Okay? This is a message to bring some relief to myself and for those who can see. This isn't for those who like the chaos, who are addicted to negativity. I do not think I'm better. It's you who may think that. I honestly see all human beings as one. I see all human beings having the capability to reach their highest self. In fact, chosen ones see you in your highest self. This is why sometimes we may get fooled, maybe. Not everyone has our heart and we forget. But I appreciate and I say thank you for those who keep reminding me, because now I can consistently implement that awareness. If we are bored with our lives, if some people are feeling lonely, some people want to be a part of something, even if it's to hurt someone else, whatever it may be, you have to stop and breathe and understand that whether you're alone or you feel you don't have enough, whatever it may be, just stop and breathe and understand that you, most likely listening to this, have more than the rest of the world. What I have is not an insult to anyone. I've worked my way up with good choices into what I have. It didn't just fall in the tree. The narcissist pays attention too much to materialistic things, but he will say that that's you. After people trying to isolate me, okay, have me not invited somewhere, which I could care less because I don't want to be a bunch around of fake people. But my point in that is I have the right to treat myself. I have the right to spend my money the way I want to. The narcissist is constantly telling people that I need to stop doing this and I need to stop doing that. Basically, this is a toxic person who wants to control everyone, especially me. I have the right to treat myself. I don't need to explain that to you and why. My money's my money, but to a narcissist, his money's his money and your money is his money. He may offer some, but it comes with an incentive. And that incentive is much deeper than you realize. At the end of the day, I would never sell my soul. You couldn't offer me all the money in the world to sell my soul. I'm just way too happy with where my soul is, where my spirit lies. And that's the truth. That may be hard to believe to money-hungry people. That's usually people in 3D. Yeah, we in 5D and spiritual people, yeah, we like money too, but we don't lead with that. We're happy with what God believes we should have. For chosen ones, usually higher power tends to provide for us without trying too hard, but it doesn't mean we don't struggle. It is the compensation for the pain that the rest of the world gives us. But even that, a narcissist doesn't want you to have. So the narcissist says he's not going to stop bothering me. And he wants people to hear that. Because if there's any potential love, the narcissist wants that person, whoever it may be, to think that they're going to have a hard time as well. So maybe they should think twice. Well, maybe we should challenge that. And I'm one to do it. And he calls me a rebel because I break through walls when people are trying to control me for no reason. Even with reason. This does not mean I cannot respect a man. That I do not have limits. That I will not follow what that relationship requires. I'm a loyal person and I'm respectful regardless of what the narcissist says. But I don't allow manipulation. Coming together with someone is teamwork. It is choosing to share life. It's choosing to do life together. It's a choice. It is not a command. It is not an obligation. It's not a prison. It's about enjoying life respectfully. If I'm not going to receive that from someone, I'm not going to go backward in time and allow someone to lower my frequency due to their insecurity. It's nobody's business if I'm talking to a male anywhere. And the people who wonder about my relationship right now, why is it your business if you don't have good intentions? Excuse me. My relationship with the person who we live in the same home, there's an understanding. He does what he wants to do. I do what I want to do. And it's an adult understanding where friendship comes first. We're not in love, but we love each other and choose to protect each other at this time, because I do not have another male to protect me. I'm happy to have that. I'm happy that there's one man on this earth that cares about me from the inside, who even in friendship, the foundation is there enough where if I were with someone else, he's respectful to that, and vice versa. I got a place on my own, and the narcissist had people bothering me. So they asked me to move back in for protection. And if I don't have anything solid or any reason to leave, then I'm going to stay where I'm comfortable, just like you. And I could care less to be called a hoe by the narcissist year after year, month after month, whether he tells you that or not. He speaks to me a lot in indirect ways, tries to find ways to place it in my view. If you're being called a bitch and a hoe, most likely you stood up for something. Isn't that what happened to Mary Magdalene? Because of the rest of the disciples were jealous of Jesus and Mary Magdalene's friendship. She wasn't a hoe. Constantine changed the Bible. They made her look like a hoe because Mary Magdalene was Jesus' favorite. He may not have had favorites, but that was the person who he told his most cherished things to. A woman's position has been drastically changed throughout the years. And we've had to put up with that. And I think a lot of women have done well. And a lot of women are waking up to their worth. We would like to work as a team with a man, not be taken over and controlled. And this is what some of the patriarchy wants to keep pushing, like toxic masculinity that this narcopath is. Again, this is a pathological dusty is what I see. Are all men dusty? No. If it resonates and you know it, make that change. If you're a good guy who just lives life and don't have anything to prove, you're appreciated. I want you to know that. I've lost my respect for a lot of people. Now, do I show that? No. This is an internal thing that any human being would feel. I do not treat people poorly. I treat people the way I would like to be treated. I could care less what people think anymore. I've been conditioned not to care. Only person that needs to care is my daughter at this point. She's the one who stood by me, along with my ex-husband. And if that's what I have right now, then I'm going to take it. There are a few other people in my life who I know have love for me. Do I have to be in their face every day? No. The group that I facilitate twice a month, I receive enough love from strangers than I do people that I actually know. And it's very much appreciated to those people. You know who you are. Even that the narcissist is trying to find out so he can find a way to dismantle that as well. Where I work and what I do, he's trying to find out details too, along with other people. It is the weirdest thing to me that people are so fixated as to what others are doing. Time wasted from them developing themselves. It's disgusting. It's strange. It's almost like if they could only see themselves. And while you're making good choices, working on yourself, other people have delayed themselves because of that 3D thinking, because of being a follower. But then when you're doing better things, they don't realize the whole time you were working on it. Again, it didn't just fall out of a tree. So why would people be envious of someone who struggled enough to get to where they are? I plan to enjoy the second half of my life. And for many years, things were peaceful until the narcissist came in. Given that chosen ones people try to humble you throughout your whole life, that's something I'm used to. I ignore it. I take it as a compliment. Do I think I'm better than anyone? No. But do I know my worth? Yes. And so should everyone else. I'm no one's enemy. The narcissist makes enemies for me. Unless that person dislikes you on their own, that's something that they have to work on. I don't take that on. It's not mine to carry. If I extend kindness and I get hate in return, that I know how to navigate with you. Once you've reached my ranking within the spirit, and you understand people, again, that's something a narcissist hates, and he tells people, I don't have any abilities, I don't have any gifts, any talents, all of a sudden I'm spiritual. He's projecting himself, all of a sudden he's spiritual. But he's been a hater practically all his life to someone. Narcissists don't like people. They pretend, they mimic to get in. Everything is transactional. Everything is politics. There is a level of logic and emotion. There should be a balance. The narcissist doesn't have that. Because in order to get along with people, yes, you think logically, but you have to have empathy. That requires a little bit of emotion to care about the next person. That's not politics. It's transactional for the narcissist. Every single word, every move, everything. But he'll tell you, you're not the only intuitive one. Everybody has intuition. Yeah. And the way I view it from my personal story, the narcissist intuition, to me, from what I've witnessed, that means whatever he thinks is right. That's what he calls intuition. Because if it were true, spirit felt intuition is a sign from God. It is a direct connection to something telling you the right way. So to me, a person who doesn't have empathy, a person who doesn't care about people but pretend, that means to me that your intuition is whatever you think is real, it's real. Because it's you wanting something. Now, if it doesn't work for you, what I'm saying, great. No one has to accept my opinion. I'm simply here to say that my life is my life. I navigate it the way I want to. But certain people see that as, we need to humble her. We need to control her. I have had pastors in the past who the narcissist had manipulated, who said, we need to stop her before the other women learn something. What does that tell you? Before the other women learn their worth and not be controlled? This is not to say that everyone in a church or every pastor does this. But that's the mindset of the people that the narcissist connects with. where you are supposed to stay in abusive relationships and work it out and get your ass beat and have this person unalive you or take your quality of life. You are supposed to live as your individual self with your uniqueness, with the freedom that you were placed here for, and choosing to pleasantly and respectfully do life with someone else. I think people think there's no fun in doing it that way. I like to manipulate women. That's more fun. I like women down and out and on the floor crying. It makes me feel powerful. For those women who are aware and see it differently, no, it doesn't work that way for those type of women. I'm not a pick-me. Nor is the twin flame a simp because he's tapping into his feelings. Because he's learning to recognize that it's okay to tap into your femininity and feel something, to express yourself, to awaken, to finally see what you have been doing wrong. And this is what these demons don't want. It's okay for men to experience both their feminine and masculine side. We all have it. Narcissists believe that women are trying to emasculate them by controlling themselves, by having their own self-worth. That means that you are trying to emasculate a man. You're asking them to have feelings and empathy. A narcissist doesn't have the ability to feel that. It's been studied. It's a medical fact. It's in the DSM Book of Mental Illness. That's what I am dealing with. If you're not, give it a minute. You'll see. And if he doesn't show it, it's because you are supplying something. Until you're not. Until you're thinking for yourself, until you say no. For the narcissist to say that to people, whether it be friends, family, online, that he's trying to teach me something, that he's trying to help guide me. I'm not doing anything wrong. The narcissist needs guidance, but he won't accept that. He's God, remember? I have not been mentored, nor is he teaching me anything. If anything, the narcissist is learning from me, but he sees that as an insult. Like you're saying, women can't teach me anything. Now, he will take this video and he will try to flip it and mimic a few things in order to seem normal. That doesn't last very long. He's still abusing on the side while fooling the other person. This is my life. I live it my way. For narcissists, you live it your way. I do not belong to you. I never have. That is all your delusion and in your head. You have decided to take that on, and it's disturbing. But I know how to handle it. You can keep at it all you want. You're not going to get what you want, but as long as your delusion makes you feel that it's true, that's what you're happy with. Forcing your way into other people's lives is against the law when you're doing it in the form that you're doing it. Leave people the fuck alone. Live your life. All these great things you're doing, how do you have time 24/7, 365 days of a year? Probably all your life, but for me it's been the past 16 years. That takes a lot of time to constantly keep up with so many people. How could you possibly be doing anything else? Again, now you can twist that and make it sound like I'm saying you can't achieve anything. That's not what I'm saying. For those who know you better, know. This is not me saying that you're about nothing. You're just jealous when other people are about something. I don't know the details of your life. I don't care. You want me to care. You want everyone to stop and praise and look at you. Don't look at anybody else. Look at me. And if you're allowed to look at anybody else, it has to be with the narcissist's permission. I don't allow that. A big fuck you to the narcissist. With that being said, again, I want people to understand that I am dealing with a mentally ill person who may not seem like it. The Jekyll and Hyde is real. Take it or leave it. That's just my story. Again, the narcissist will take this. He'll change the narratives, try to get people to attack me again. It doesn't matter. People can say what they want to say, do what they want to do all day long. I'm not changing my mind. No matter what anybody says to try and coerce me to see things differently, I know what I have experienced it in life around this person. Not around this person because they forced their way in. No one's going to change that. I can get insults. I can be called names. They can change the narratives. Tell me how great things this person is doing. Great. You can tell whatever to the world. It's just the stalking has to stop. These are personal attacks. He can have everyone fooled all day long. The world fooled. I'm still going to move the way I move. I still know what I see. There are people who smile in your face, who are either paid or manipulated by the narcissist, or just have this stereotyping type of hate, or they just want to have a reason to hate you and side with the narcissist. That's okay too. That's fine. But a person trying to pocket watch you, surveillance you, hack into your things, destroy other people's lives, your relationship, keep you from love, keep you from fun, trying to keep you from being, these are all trying. Because I still enjoy my life regardless. I learned that very young. So I don't want to rant much longer. For those who understand me, again, if you want to offer a helping hand, don't be afraid to. Because at the end of the day, when it all comes together and things are investigated enough, it'll point to the problem. You have been manipulated. Now, people will say, no, well, you have free will. Yes, people are trying to take accountability for themselves, and the narcissist hates it because that means you're healing. That means you want to come together, work as a team, and do better. The narcissist doesn't want anybody doing better unless he is the boss, unless he's in control of it. People can call him a boss all day long. Again, you have free will. What you see is what you see. What you want to see is what you want to see. What you want to hear is what you want to hear. Maybe you have an agenda. Maybe you don't. Maybe you actually believe in the narcissist. That's okay. I'm simply stating this person does not belong in my life, causing chaos, being abusive, terrorizing people, unaliving you threats. That's my portion of the story, and you have yours. So I don't need your permission to protect and defend myself, respectfully. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for hearing my rant. And hopefully I am going to get some understanding. If not, again, I put no expectancy on anything. I have learned to fend for myself. Who I'm supposed to have in my life will be there. I appreciate you for stopping in. Thank you.